Sensitivity between 6 and 7 is something that you will hear from any pro player who will tell you that that's how you can have the perfect aim. I am here to tell you different. You don't need to have your sensitivity at 6 or 7. You seriously don't. What's going on, guys? It's your boy K-Spudd back with another video, and here I'm gonna bring you guys my first tips and tricks in Call of Duty. Today's tip is how to have decent aim, and these are my opinions on what can help you guys have better aim while playing Call of Duty. Now, like I said at the beginning of the video, you hear a lot of pro players saying that in order to have good aim, you need to have your sensitivity between 6 and 7. I'm gonna be the first person to tell you that's bull. Because my sensitivity is nowhere near 6 or 7. Nowhere near 6 or 7. My sensitivity is at a point that a lot of people will call me insane for playing with. I play with a 13, 14 sensitivity depending on how I feel in that situation. My sensitivity is either 13 or 14. It does not go any lower than that. Maybe sometimes it goes down to 12, but other than that, it does not go any lower than that. And as you guys can see by some of the kills in this video right here, I don't really miss that many shots. My accuracy is not bad at all, and I play on a very high sensitivity. I could be like other YouTubers and lie to you and tell you that my way is the perfect way to play Call of Duty, but honestly, it's not. It's not at all. Man, it's my way to play Call of Duty, and that's the things about tips and tricks. I'm telling you guys what works for me. But honestly, to be good at Call of Duty, you have to find what works for you. That's my first tip. Find yourself as a player. Find out what makes you comfortable. I can tell you some things that I use, like I did in a couple videos ago when I made that Scuf controller video. I told you guys that the Scuf controller and control freaks are what help me keep on target. And I won't lie, it does. It really does. Equipment makes a little bit of a difference. I'm not gonna say it makes all of the difference. I've been using control freaks since Call of Duty Ghosts, and I recently got the Scuf controller for Black Ops 3. For Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, I had great aim, and that was just with control freaks. So I could just tell you guys by that it made a bit of a difference from Call of Duty Ghosts to Advanced Warfare, how much my accuracy has increased just by using control freaks. My accuracy used to be at 12.03, 12 point something, which is mediocre accuracy, and that was back in Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. As soon as I started using control freaks, my accuracy has gone up to 17, 18, sometimes 20, depending on the gun that I'm using. So honestly, my accuracy has just skyrocketed ever since I started using control freaks. And they're not that expensive, guys. Honestly, a control freak, you could go to a freaking GameStop and buy it for 13, 14 bucks. So a little thing like that could change the way you play Call of Duty completely in the snap of a finger. Now, the Scuf controller is a little bit more of an expensive equipment that you could use to get better at Call of Duty. Most of you guys know what Scuf controllers do. They have the 2 paddles in the back. That's what they're most famous for. They allow you to jump and slide while keeping your fingers on the analog stick, which allows you to keep yourself on target while you're in mid-air or sliding. I don't know why I challenged that guy. Do not ask me. That was a stupid challenge. But as I was saying, Scuf controllers go for about $150, $150. And yes, they are very expensive, but if you are a hardcore Call of Duty player, it's a good investment to make. It definitely does help a lot. That and the combination of control freaks is probably the best combination you could have out there, man. And I know the Scuf Elites give you the option of changing the height of your analog stick as it comes, so you might not need control freaks if you buy the Scuf Elite. So just think about it that way. Now another tip I could give you guys is, as you're walking into a room or walking out through a doorway, try not to sprint. Try to keep your aim up as you're walking through doorways or out of a doorway into a situation, because you never know if an enemy is going to be there or not. And sometimes if you're sprinting through a doorway, you're never going to be able to get your aim up in time if the enemy is just walking through with his gun down and all he has to do is aim up and shoot, unless you're of course using fast hands. But some people don't like using fast hands, and that's my recommendation to you. I try my best to keep my aim up as I'm walking through a doorway. That way, if there's an enemy in the way, I can be able to shoot him and have the hands up on him, because hey, you need all the advantages you could get, right? So that's another thing you guys could do. Now, another big thing that I've heard the YouTubers and other pro players talk about is turning off the vibration on your controller, because it takes you off aim. Honestly, I've never had an issue with that. I honestly use the vibration on my controller and never taken it off. It actually reminds me that the gun is shooting. One time I had a PS4 controller that stopped working and the vibration stopped working. I felt weird. Like I was trying to shoot and it wouldn't vibrate. It felt weird to me. The vibration makes it feel, it reminds me that the gun is shooting, basically. I don't know, I need that reminder, because sometimes if you don't have the vibration on, you pull the trigger and you don't feel anything. It makes you, honestly, when it happened to me, I felt like my gun wasn't shooting. I was like, what the heck is going on? But it was shooting. I was off target because I thought that the gun wasn't shooting. And look at this guy camping in the corner. Oh my god. Call of Duty Black Ops 3, guys. This is the game. But yeah, man, that's some of the things I do to keep my aim up and try to keep on target, and it does help a lot. And there's plenty of other things that you could do. You guys could find your way of trying to stay on target and trying to be as accurate as possible. There's plenty of ways that you could do it. There's plenty of equipment you could buy, and a lot of people might tell you don't have to buy those equipment, and honestly, you don't have to buy it, but it does help. It really does help. There's equipment out there to help you become better players. There's things to help you with sweaty hands, gamer grip. There's also, I just found out recently that they sell gamer gloves. So if you don't want to put that lotion on your hand, that gamer grip, all you have to do is buy gloves to give you that grip on the controller. So if your hands are sweaty, you don't have to deal with that. And I can make another gamer tip on that, like tips and trick on how to take care of sweaty hands if you guys want me to. But we're coming to the end of the video. If you like the video, leave a thumbs up down below and comment down below what other tips and tricks do you guys want to hear from me. If you guys want any opinions on what you guys could do to become better Call of Duty players, I definitely have some advice and tips that I could give you guys. So if you guys are interested, leave it down in the comments. Tell me what you guys have having problems with in Call of Duty, and I will try to give you my best advice on what I do to help me in those situations. Now here, guys, I'm going to show you guys my sensitivity. As I said, I play on a 13-13, and sometimes I lower it to a 12. Sometimes I put it up to a 14, depending on what weapon and how I feel that day. And this is the end of the video. This has been your boy K-Spudd. Over and out.